everyone, and welcome back. Today we're doing another outdoor Thomas Wooden Railway video. To kick off the start of summer, I thought I'd venture outside once more and do another giant layout. So, let me pick up the camera here and give you a quick little look. So if you follow me on social media, you might recognize this layout. Last summer, Liam, aka Thomas54 Productions, came to my house and we built this exact same layout, but we did not anticipate that it would rain that night, so we had to quickly take this apart, and then we built that other one that you guys saw in my basement. And we were really excited about this layout, but we never got the chance to film a proper video for it, so I thought, you know what, I'll do it because I really like that layout. So this layout is dedicated to Liam and everybody who wanted to see that original video. So, kind of just rambling here. Let's see. Everybody starts their layout videos either by Thomas or at the shed. So you know what? We're gonna start over here at the docks because why not? So the docks, I gotta be honest, is not that remarkable. It's just 2 tracks. But we've got Cranky, we've got Salty and Porter, and it looks busy, but it's honestly not the most impressive docks layout in the world, but that's okay because I needed to devote track to other really cool parts of the layout, so the docks is kind of an afterthought. But you know what? Who cares? Let's see. Over here, Skiff is dreaming about life on the sea once again. We've got the Bluffs Cove Lighthouse. Over here at the fire station, we've got Ryan. Going under the lumber company, we've got Henry with a goods train. And then here's the sawmill. The top track is narrow gauge, and Luke is up there, but nobody's down there, so Luke's gonna be waiting for a while. Let's go this way. Sorry, it's allergy season, and my allergies are kicking in, so I'm going to be sniffing a lot. I apologize, but here we've got Diesel 10 chasing Lady across the viaduct. We got Percy with the mail coach there, as well as Oliver and Byron. Here we've got a little road section. The first real road section I've ever had on a layout, because I just got those, or not just, but I recently got those ascending road track, and I thought, you know what? Sorry, I thought I heard somebody behind me. I gotta use that on a layout. So we've got Flynn here because he is a half rail, half road character, so he can be on the roads. We've also got the other fire trucks going across here from the narrow gauge fire station to the standard gauge fire station. Forgot to mention Caroline is down there. Gator is just kind of hanging out on this section of track. Over here, I guess this is a quarry, because there's the quarry mine tunnel there, and then Marion and Timothy are there, but you can make up your own mind. I don't really care. I don't even know what this is. It's honestly the most random part of the whole layout. Over here, I'm going over the crossing. We've got Smudger with the circus train. Bulgy's also right there. Let's go to my favorite part of the layout. We've got the quarry. So we've got the Boulder Mountain here with Bertram. He's also pulling a slate car. And then at the top here, we've got Sir Handel and Duncan on top of the incline. Don't know what they're doing, but they're probably going to die. And then Rusty and Peter Sam are like, you guys are stupid. And George is like, please kill yourself, I hate you. And then here's Freddy with the circus train. Yeah, just one big long loop underneath the incline around here. I just used this because I had a lot of curved track left over, and this seemed kind of barren, so the incline sits right in between these, right in between this track. Over here, going across this bridge, is Toby with Henrietta, and then over there is Jack and Alfie. Here's Sir Topham Hatt and Lady Hat at their house. This is one of many Sir Topham Hatt doppelgangers on the island. You know what? Little contest. If you guys can count how many Sir Topham Hats are on this layout, I will give you a shout out. Not a very convincing contest, but I just thought of that now. Thought it'd be kind of fun. Underneath the Rumblin' Bridge here, we've got Stephen and Caitlin. I guess that's Ulfstead Castle? I don't know. Here at Maithwaite Station, we've got Thomas, Annie, Clarabelle, and Birdie, and another Sir Topham Hat. Over there, we've got Daisy just rolling along, and then Going underneath Toby's windmill, we've got Fergus. We've also got a little ant there. Hi, are you Ant-Man? I don't know. Here we've got James with this absolutely massive tanker train. How is James able to pull all this? I don't know. Over here through the Knapford Tunnel, we've got Nia with those new 2022 trucks, and she is just leaving Knapford Station. So the station has been once again taken over by the diesels. We've got D261 and D199 over there, and then Dan and Dart over here. And then over here we've got Splodge, Arianbert, and Derek and Diesel. And then also they can't really see, but the family of 4 is in there. They're like, where's the train? We've been waiting here for like 45 hours. What's taking it so long? And then we come to another favorite part of the layout of mine. That was not English. Well, we've got the big yard here. We've got the 5 main shunters and Harvey. And then we've got Kenji and Hugo talking about, we're the fastest engines in the world, but nobody respects us because we're weird. And we've just got, various pieces of rolling stock over here. There's Rocky. Oh, this crane arm is falling. We got Rocky. Also got the breakdown train and this loop. I didn't have enough of these ramps here, so I was like, you know what, I've got a couple extra curves. I'll just make a loop around here. And then we've also got the engine wash. I forgot to mention our friend Harold is over there. And then behind Sir Tom Hat's house is Terrence. We'll head over there in a minute. Let's go. I think this is probably my favorite part of the layout, actually. Let's go to the Arlesdale Railway. So we've got Winston right there. Got the Arlesdale barrel loader right next to the Arlesdale Railway. Very fitting. We've got Duck, and you can't really see, but he does have some trucks there, and he's waiting for the engines to bring him some ballast. But we've got Mike on top there. Go down here, the gradual slope. There's a water tower. Come down onto the turntable. Here is Bert. There's their shed. And there's not really much of a railway here, but we do have a little loop. We got some coal. We've got a bridge, or a hill, whatever, and a tunnel. So it's a very small layout, but it's very charming and very adorable. I really like how this came out. Let's head over here to the coaling station. So we've got Neville loading up the coal loader with some coal. Rebecca is pulling old slow coach and she's filling up on coal. And then Murdoch is pulling a little goods train here. In hindsight, Murdoch probably should have been pulling that tanker train, but you know what? We want to give James a bit of a challenge because he's kind of an asshole. And then going past the sheds here, we've got the Flying Scotsman. And speaking of the sheds, we got the sheds right here. I'm not using that plastic turntable that came with these sheds because it's got that obnoxious cord that it's not really obnoxious, but if it was just by itself, not on a proper set, it would look weird because it's got that cord hanging out that I can connect to the controller to make it spin. So we're using the, as Thomas Wooden Railway calls it, the brown turntable. Well, we got some engines in the sheds here. We've got Oliver, Donald, Douglas, Edward, and Stepney. And then we got Boko and Arthur, and then Emily and Spencer. These 5 engines were kind of planned. These 3 are my favorites. That's Liam's favorite, and I like Edward. Everybody else is just kind of placed here randomly. Let's go over here. We've got Bill and Ben with the China clay cars. Samson is just running light engine down the main line. Well, it's not the main line, but it's still a railway line. I don't know what he's doing, but he's just hanging out. Here's Mavis with some quarry trucks, bypassing the scrapyard, or the smelters, whatever you want to call it. Probably because it's gross and it smells bad, but we got Whiff, Scruff, and Reg over there. And then we got Butch here. We've got the, whatever this thing is called, the pirate ship overpass thing. I don't fucking know. And over here on the Sodor Bay Bridge, we have our good friend Gordon with the Express. Over here at the mountain tunnel, Paxton's riding on top, probably planning on destroying Bill and Ben. Mighty Mac is pulling some coaches along the narrow gauge section. That makes sense, yeah. I thought for a second that Hero was on their line, but no, Hero is pulling one lonesome truck. Good for him. And then we've got one more little section to take a look at. Sorry this video is really short, but allergies are driving me crazy. And there are ants all over the place. What are they doing here? Sorry about that. But here in the sheds, we've got the old guys. We've got Scarloey, Rheneas, and Duke. And then we have some other spaces for other engines to go into. Over here at the narrow gauge fire station, we've got Coldy, the most qualified engine to work at the fire station. And then we've got one more little section over here. We've got the Steamworks. So I think I did something like this on a previous layout, but it's kind of dual gauge. This section here is narrow gauge, but this section here is standard gauge. The only real dual gauge section of the Steamworks is the actual Steamworks itself. So Victor is here helping fix Ivo Hugh, as is Kevin. And I did mention Terrence. I don't know if I mentioned them, but Max and Monty are also over there. And I think that's everything. Let me get out of here. It's kind of awkward because it's really tight and I'm getting old, so it's hard for me to move around. But I think, yeah, that's pretty much everything. Let's see. If I had to pick a favorite area, I love the quarry here. I really like Knapford Station and the yard. I think the yard came out awesome. I absolutely love the Arlesdale Railway. And though it is kind of simple, I do enjoy doing the scrapyard. It is really hard to find new designs for it that people haven't done in the past, but I think this came out pretty well. Least favorite parts? God, I mean, the docks is okay, but it's not my favorite. Let's see. That track that Gator is on, not really a fan. It's just kind of weird and simple. But, I'm satisfied with everything on the layout here. I hope you guys like it as well. I'd like to film a video on, like an actual video on a layout someday, but that day is probably not going to come. I gotta take this apart because it's more than likely going to rain pretty soon. I don't want this to get damaged again. I will tell a little story because we are running short on time, or running long on time. I can't speak, I'm going crazy, but yeah, at the time of recording this, I tried to do this layout last week. I did not anticipate that it would rain. So it was like 2 a.m., and I heard thunder, and I was like, crap, it's raining. Luckily, I did not have any of the engines out here, and I did not have any of the accessories. It was just the track and the destinations. Most of everything is okay. It did get pretty warped, so I did have to do a bit of unwarping, but pieces of track like the switches here are pretty bad. Most of the clickety-clack track actually split, which is kind of surprising because I thought the stuff was like really well made, but like this, like I tried to clamp it together and glue it, but it just turned out terrible. But surprisingly, most of the clickety-clack track didn't split, but that got the most warped. And like this crossing also got pretty warped, but I was able to fix it. Just for future reference, if any of you guys have pieces of track that get warped, let's take this piece right here. So let's say you leave it like this, and it rains, and it gets warped. It'll typically warp the bottom here. The top part here will be flat. So if you wet or like get a damp cloth and dampen the top of the track, and then bring it inside on a counter or something and lay it like this, leave it for, I think at most I do 12 hours maybe, leave it at room temperature, it'll go right back to normal. That isn't the case for everything, and like this, like the pegs here and right here will get a bit tighter, so it will be a bit more difficult to actually connect the track, but it's better than having warp track in my opinion. Yeah, like the track here, like I had to glue that back together because it split off, and it was really annoying because that's one of my most valuable pieces. I need switches all the time. And then even, I don't know if I can show you, right there, I don't know if you can see, but right there, the riser's split, and it's really irritating, as it looks very obnoxious, but, as it is now, you can't even tell, so, yeah, a couple of the destinations are still a bit warped on the bottom and need a bit more work, but I was more worried about the track itself, so I had to quickly fix all of that. I'll get to the destinations one day, but I mean, for now they're fine. But items like the mountain tunnel over here, they're pretty bad. Like that middle section, you can kind of tell it's a bit warped, but I don't really use that in video, so it's not a top priority. If something like these sheds over here got really warped, then I'd have to take top priority with those. But I mean, I don't really care about stuff like the fire station or like the steamworks to a greater extent. I mean, I don't really use those in videos, so it's not a huge deal to me. I only really use those pieces on these layouts, so it's not a huge deal to me. But yeah, that was a huge rant, and I probably sounded really out of breath and nasally. I apologize again. Can't really do a whole lot about my allergies, but yeah. Hope you guys like this layout. Liam, if you're watching this, I hope you enjoy it. Of course, there are aspects that I did have to change because Liam brought some stuff to the meetup last year, but I don't obviously have that, so I had to make do with what I had, but I think it came out pretty well. So, yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed my last few birthday videos that came out a while ago. Old Reliable Edward is hopefully going to be out soon. I don't know exactly. I actually haven't started filming that one yet, but this video is probably going to be coming out in June. So, yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye!